For followers of this series, this is probably what you're accustomed to seeing of Casaluna. Serene and breathtaking. But in the last few weeks, much to the annoyance of a man who's trying to dig a well sooner rather than later, and after years of devastating drought, of course, weeks and weeks of non-stop torrential rain finally came. And then this happened. A lot of water up the road.
Today, the Bay Area saw its worst flooding yet. A non-stop downpour. Floodwater caused a major mess along Highway 101, flooding homes and surrounding waterways.
It's crazy, and we were checking the phone. It's closed everywhere.
Elsewhere in Gilroy, water from the Uvis Creek flooded parts of the Christmas Hill Park area. Santa Clara County's Office of Emergency Management issued an evacuation warning for several of its communities.
It's down from what it was yesterday a little bit. This path was in danger of being covered by flooding yesterday. You can see all the debris and all the mud in the water. It's been churned up by these powerful storms and all the water runoff. These drains are all working full time, so I'm just waiting for this thing to arrive. That's gonna pummel things. Rain was sideways last night. Woke me up in the middle of the night, pounding against the window. So, you know, no short rest in sight maybe today, but more to come. Here it comes. That stuff behind, right over there. It's coming. This is not what I was hoping for a dig in Casaluna, but it's what we need. As a state, we're dying for water here, so it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. There's flooding everywhere, as you can see. A lot of standing water everywhere. But not to be deterred, I made an executive decision. We are going to go try a little adventure. I'm heading currently now to Casaluna, South San Jose, across flooded streets. And even some heavy rain here and there. Got a rainbow over there, some gnarly clouds. I hear there's been a small washout of the road up to Casaluna, so we'll go check that out, negotiate that, see what it looks like. Looking down there now, I don't know. Looks like I can't tell. I guess we'll have to try. Looks like Casaluna's under pretty heavy fire right now. That should be an interesting drive up there. I guess we'll see how it goes. Things look insane up there. That is nuts. That's where we're going, I guess, too. For most of the drive on East Dunn, all the way up to Casaluna from the freeway, it looked pretty much like just regular wet road. But every once in a while, you can see the little mini landslides on the uphill side. The dead giveaways that all that torrential downpour had made the ground soft, unpredictable, and dangerous. About a third of the way up, there's a section of road where there's a stop sign in both directions where the road narrows to one lane for about 100 yards. I'm told that over the years that section has occasionally slid and is the very reason the whole road right there narrows to one lane in the first place. And as I came up on approach, this is what I saw. Oh yeah, look at that. Landslide. Let's not get caught in this, shall we? We're by through here. Yeah, that's serious. Oh boy. This whole thing. Once I made it through that section, I continued on my way up to the top. And as I drove, I reflected on episode 5 in my conversation with Augie from Gardino Drilling. And I realized this year's rains were probably the worst case scenario for his predictions.
Theoretically, we could be out here in April, but that could get bounced up as early as February. But on the other hand, if we have monsoons and La Nina all winter long and it doesn't dry up here until May or June, guess what?
Gotta wait till May or June.
Wait until May or June.
They're right in the middle of resurfacing this road, so there's a greater roller on my property actually up here, just waiting for the rains to stop. They got part way up the road, regrading it, taking all the washboard out, and it's just started dumping and dumping and dumping. So they're sitting around waiting to finish the job, much like me actually. I mean, it seems like I should be painting this picture of total disaster, but oh my gosh, it looks amazing. And there are the diggers. And here we are. Wow. 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 The rain is not falling up here. There's nothing. Doesn't even look windy.
A few moments later.
Scratch that! It's very, very windy. But it's beautiful. I don't even know if you can hear me. Wow! The wind is good up here right now. These storms are amazing. Look at this. As you can see, my chairs are all a giant mess and a jumble everywhere. Maybe somebody's turned them over for me. That looks nice. Or maybe they just blew over. I don't know. But up here is stunning. Looks like we've lost a leg on this chair. It's broken. And this chair looks fine just far away, that's all. We lost a brace in the back right there. Look at this, there's so much water flowing into Anderson right now. It's not supposed to be this full, but it's starting to fill up. It's the only place for some of this water to go. There's so much of it. You can see over here, down in the valley, big flood swells coming from Coyote Lake. The place that we're supposed to drill the well is right over here off of this fence line. As much as I hate the waiting, it's better for California. It's kind of supposed to be out here somewhere. Wow. It is beautiful and green up here. It's freezing! It's very cold. I love it though. Most of the flags from the stakeout are still in, and oh boy, here comes some rain. Oh boy, look at that. That one over there is coming straight over this way. It looks like, oh, yeah, the rain's coming. I'm starting to get wet. This is stunning up here though. I think I'm just gonna leave the chairs as they are because they're gonna be further. Oh, Jesus. I think I'm gonna leave the chairs just as they are because they'll just get messed up again. They look like they're in pretty good shape right now in general. Whew, wow. Look at that. We've hit a couple of roadblocks along the way, and frankly, from a weather standpoint, this year so far is just not going the way that I hoped it would, at least from the perspective of this build. But the good news is we're at least a few months into the long wait, And if it's going to be April that we do this drill for the well on Casaluna, then so be it. Sometimes good things come to those who wait, right? At least that's what my mom tells me. And I love my mom. I know it's been a while since I put an episode out, but do stick around. I've got a lot of content that's been piling up behind this one, including a few conversations with some general contractors who we need to take a look at this design and decide if my ambition outstrips my budget. And if so, by how much? And what would that mean for design changes in order to scale back to fit within that budget? Also, you may remember the gigantic roof system of this house, and it's been one of the things that's been worrying me and Todd probably the most about any of this build so far. So to try and get a handle on some of our concerns about the buildability of the roof system itself, we had to get ourselves a structural engineer on board to take a look at it, at least in a preliminary capacity, to decide if it's even buildable, and if so, in what form, and what changes might need to be made in order to make it practical. Those are some very interesting conversations, and we've got a lot of drawings that go along with that to illustrate what these points are. So we have a lot of good stuff coming. If you haven't already, do like and subscribe, and don't forget to sign up for notifications. I know it's been a while, but when these episodes go up, I hope you'll join us. So for now, from a very soggy and wet Morgan Hill, California at Casaluna, this is Building the Moon House, and I'll catch you later.